This is the Conversation Havers Podcast with your hosts, Collin Hayes and Trey Cromartie.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the 18th episode of the Conversation Havers Podcast. We changed up that intro a little bit if y'all didn't notice.
Yeah, it's jazzy as hell.
Yeah.
And this is episode 18. This podcast legally fucks now.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh my god, it's legal.
Yeah, no, we've got a guest, Kanishk, with us, the number one Conversation Havers superfan.
Yes, indeed. I heard my name in the Baljeet episode. And that wasn't technically the Baljeet. You said you were talking about casting and Phineas and Ferb, and that was an honor.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think you've had like 2 name drops.
2?
I think
Yeah.
so.
These are Easter eggs. I have to find the
Although,
second
hey,
one.
you've got some competition now for, like,
Ooh.
biggest superfan.
Okay.
I've got a buddy from my camp named Brock, who literally watched every single episode in the span of, like, a day or two.
And shout out Brock. Thanks for the support, man.
You single-handedly made Buda, Texas, our third most, like, popular city.
That's so dope.
Buda, Texas?
Buda, Texas.
Buda,
How does that
Texas. Our third most popular city for the month.
Okay.
Not the overall, because it's only like 20 views, but like...
I got a little bit confused on like... I thought Buda, Texas was an episode. I was like, what?
Nice.
Tuna, Texas.
There's so many.
Or something.
Tuna, Texas?
Tuna, because there's that play called Tuna, Texas.
Did we mention that?
No, we didn't. I just thought that...
Tuna of Texas or tuna?
Tuna, Texas.
Like the fish.
Yeah, like the fish.
That's
it's
a
like
musical?
a play. No, it's like a series of plays or something. I don't know.
Well, I
man.
hate tuna, so I'm probably not going to check
Really?
that out.
Yeah, no,
Or
tuna's,
at least... wait, have
tuna's
I ever...
kind of gay.
Yeah, I was going to say, have
Tuna's
I ever...
kind of gay.
Have
I want
I-
to put that on a shirt.
Tuna's kind of gay.
Tuna-
It just in bold. Like, you should put it in
Comic
flaming,
Sans.
Flaming Comic Sans. Tuna's
Oh.
kind of gay.
The ultimate sin.
Damn,
Our
dude.
first shirts to sell on the
Dude,
Patreon.
I'm so
Exactly.
serious right now. We will go on, like, what's one of those websites? I'm trying to think.
Like GoFundMe or...
No, like, where people go to do, it's like, do your own merch, but, like, simply in the company. You
Oh,
just...
Squarespace? No? I'm trying to
The
figure
one
it
with
out.
the octopus, the ink, whatever.
Squid Ink.
Right.
Custom Ink.
Custom
What?
ink?
Custom ink.
I have a shirt from
But
them,
then
yeah.
there's even like Pixel Empire is one that's more for like video games,
Yeah.
but it would be one of those. And yeah, I seriously, Tuna's kind of gay. I'm seriously
I would get
down
behind
to make
that. I would be the first purchaser of such.
And then the Conversation Havers
on the back.
podcast,
Yeah.
like logo somewhere.
Dude, I'm down.
Damn.
Custom Ink has far superior shirts
Really?
to like any other school shirt I've gotten. So much so that like I'm still looking for this certain like 2016 Hosa shirt. I don't know if you guys saw my Snapchat the other day. I was looking for the blue Hosa shirt in medium because that was the only custom ink shirt I've ever had.
Did you just really, really like that
I loved
shirt?
it. It's incredibly comfortable and it fits like a glove.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Fits like a glove.
I don't like it when things fit me like a glove because I look like I'm trying to fit into a sausage casing. It's bad. But
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of extra flap space.
It's more of you to love.
like, yeah. No, I like the baggy tees.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Although
yeah.
this,
You look like a tourist.
oh,
A little
I
bit.
always look like a tourist. I'm always rocking the Hawaiian shirts.
No, I've also recently gotten myself and a couple other people like Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
But I just like with everything that I like, it just has to speak to me,
Yeah.
and that's how I know what to go with.
Yeah.
And like I found a pretty awesome. It's a very Guy Fieri-esque. It's like all black and it has like the gray tribal swooshes on it.
Any flames?
No
Damn.
flames. But I mean, it's still pretty hard rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That sort of sounds minimalist, your outlook. It's like, to get something, it has to resonate with you somewhat, right?
Well, like this shirt I'm wearing right now, like I was talking to a friend. We go to Kima Boardwalk to
Is
do.
that the icy bear?
Yeah, it is.
and
I
he's
just read it.
killing the slush puppy.
What is a slush puppy? Was
It's
that
like
another?
a competing lesser.
No!
I swear to
character.
God,
That
I
is cool.
just saw a meme about the icy bear and the slush puppy.
I
Did you post it?
Yeah, I retweeted it.
Okay.
It's like this is the CEO of Icy Gang and like the Icy Bear, because the Icy Bear is way cooler than the fucking slush puppy. So like,
So much cooler. I've never heard
he's
of.
murdering
Ooh.
him
Ladder.
with an icy machine.
That's what that is. Okay, I was wondering why it was mirrored.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Why do I have to read it backwards?
What? It's backwards?
Icy is. Do you see it, Collin? I'm not correct.
Where on Icy?
Do you see on top of his head?
Oh, Icy is mirrored. Yeah.
He may be holding it upside down.
Okay, we're gonna need to pull a picture of this shirt
We'll put it
for
on
the YouTube.
On the YouTube video, my picture will be of me wearing the shirt.
Okay.
So
That
people can
works.
have an
So all the
example.
advertisements and stuff like that.
What?
Well, you know how I put together like the screen card for
Yeah.
like when we put it up on Twitter. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Also, just post like a separate picture of the thing on the Twitter, so if you want a closer look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's that important.
Might as well jack it, like, for your own merch. Since
Alright.
we're talking about merch.
Yeah. TCH podcast is on that fuck the slush puppy vibes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, Icy
Gang, gang.
I wish
Icy
I could
gang
join in on this
forever.
stomping. I just have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Where is it from? Like, where's the slush puppy from?
Yeah,
'Cause the
I've
icy
honestly
bear is
never-
icy.
It's probably
Some
like an
puppy.
exclusively Ohio
Okay.
thing or some
No
shit.
wonder.
Like Middle America, they're like, yeah, the slush puppy. It's like, nah, icy bear.
The only time
takes
you have
it.
one of those is like when you're actually getting to a city you want to go to. It's like
Oh,
on
yeah.
the road.
You're
You're
gonna
like,
fly over state.
Yeah.
Fuck my life.
well, here's the thing. It will substitute because it's still a slushy, but like ices have a different aesthetic.
It
Like
doesn't-
ices is the classic.
Bro,
you know
I
what
just
mean?
remember like being like 5 years old, going to Kemah Boardwalk, and wanting an icy more than anything in this goddamn world.
Well, which flavor though? We
I
talking
like
Coke?
I like the mix of like Coke,
Blueberry, right?
blueberry or blue raspberry,
raspberry,
and what's the other one that's always with it? Is it strawberry?
I
know
always
Is it
Coke.
strawberry? It's Coke, strawberry, and blue raspberry. I think, right?
I think so as well.
'Cause there's a red
some
one.
red.
Yeah.
No, cherry. That's what it is.
cherry, yeah.
Yeah.
Coke, cherry, blue raspberry. I always get it swirled.
Holy hell!
If I have to pick one, I'm going with blue raspberry because I would eat human flesh if it was blue raspberry flavored.
Gee, what in the fuck? That's a strong statement right
Is
there.
this what Dexter's on? This is a fucking.
Damn.
Yeah, no. So you are involved in a lawsuit, right?
Oh boy, am I? Yeah.
Damn,
Well,
yeah, we just put
it,
your
it
ass
could
on the
possibly escalate to a lawsuit, but
Okay,
it's probably
so-
going to be settled outside of court.
Okay.
Yeah, on June 9th. Let me set the scene.
Okay.
On June 9th, on a
Have the
mellow day, right? On a mellow day.
on June 9th.
Exactly. And I was going to brunch at a restaurant called Whistle Britches. Great.
Okay, I'm done.
No, you're great. It's fine. It's just throwing you. Their food is incredible. Guy Fieri's been there since we.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he had a huge
Damn.
tray that said Guy Fieri was here, and we couldn't even get a seat in the actual restaurant. It was so packed.
Okay.
And they sat us outside, and there was no rain at the moment, so we were like, okay, this will be great. But we knew showers, rain would be coming at 4 p.m. It was like 12. It was like noon.
Yeah.
So we weren't expecting much rain. As soon as our food comes out,
How long does that take?
maybe like 20 minutes. Maybe
Okay.
20
Oh,
minutes.
that's not bad at all.
Not bad whatsoever.
Especially for someone that's really popping, like
Exactly.
it's super busy.
And it's 12 o'clock, which is like prime. Okay.
Prime brunch hours,
Yeah.
right? But they were undergoing construction, right? I was complimenting their expansion because they had business out the doors, lines were starting up, and I was like, wow, they're really doing great on construction. Ironically, like this would come back to bite me.
Yeah.
And so we were sitting outside. Our food gets to us. Then I start feeling sprinkles on my shoulder, not the sugary kind, but I start feeling a little wet on my shoulder. And I look up and there's diagonal rain because this patio is covered, mind you.
Yeah.
But the rain just came out of nowhere diagonally, and it was getting into our food. So we're
Oh.
like, shit, let's get inside and we'll wait the rain out. So we travel along the wall, so we're furthest away possibly from the diagonal rain. And as we're traveling along the wall is made of 4 glass/metal garage-style panels.
Yeah.
And I just had my food in my hand, and I hear thud, and then I just realized that was the metal panel that fell on my head, and I don't know what happened to my food. 1 second, the food was in my hands. The next second, I was just sort of crouching, about to fall to my knees, and all I could do was just tremble, and I was staring at my hands, and I was going down because.
Did you just drop the food?
No, the group right next to me, because they were headed inside also, the group eating right next to us, they took the food out of my hands because they saw I was about to drop it, And then they, once I was about to fall to the ground, they picked me up and sat me down in a chair immediately.
So one of the panels had just fallen and hit you in the
So
head?
I could show you a picture. It would be much easier to explain because these panels open and close. It didn't fall technically. Just the wind struck it in such a way that it fell down onto my head.
Okay.
Perpendicularly.
So like it closed, or like
it was closed. All of them were when it's flat, it's closed. Okay.
Okay.
It's on a hinge.
Yeah.
And the hinge is at the bottom of each panel.
And so the hinge released.
The hinge the hinge released and it fell down like so and it bopped me. Yeah.
And you didn't even like really notice. It was just like.
It was right next to me. Yeah, I couldn't. It was so fast.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was having brunch with my girlfriend and another friend, and they went to the hospital with me, and they didn't get to eat, which I feel horrible for. We all shared my food, which the restaurant packed. Mm-hmm. So we just shared my like sort of soggy Nashville hot chicken on Texas toast.
Okay.
Interesting.
That was quite a day.
So, yeah, what can you take us to where whatever's happening now?
Now, my medical bills are starting to come in. If you went over to the kitchen, honestly, because they don't know. The audience has no idea where we are. We're actually at my house. I think is this the first episode that you're at the guest house? Or,
That we're at the guest's house. Yeah, we've recorded 2 away from our usual studio. But yeah, so this is like the 3rd episode that we're not in our usual place. But first where we're at the guest.
You're at Casa Kanishk, right?
Yeah. Casa Kanishk.
And if you took a venture to the kitchen, you would see some of those bills. You want to go, dude? Go find the bill.
All right.
It's on
I'm just playing with you, bro. I'm just playing.
So we're just at this point. My case manager is just waiting for my bills to come in, and they've already communicated to the restaurant that this is a letter of representation from our firm that we're representing, Kanishk Goel, and this is the claim. So we're just waiting.
So are you gonna like sue for emotional damages too?
They're gonna adjust for that. They usually do. But I couldn't sleep for a couple days just because I had like hematomas. That was a concussion, obviously. Yeah. But I had like bumps on my head to where it would hurt with contact, so I couldn't really sleep very much because my usual head position was blocked. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
But.
Is it like the kind of thing where if I like flicked you in the forehead, you'd have an aneurysm?
Yeah. I wouldn't test it retrospectively, but now I'm good. I would like to think. But it was the day before my EMT class started, which sucked because all my family's in Houston and whatnot, and they were telling me, "Hey, don't go, idiot." But I'm stubborn, and like with no sleep, I was like, I'm not missing the first day, even if it's syllabus day.
So you said EMT?
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do?
I just actually passed my certification test.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Passed my national registry this week, and now I can work in the back of an ambulance or in a hospital.
I hate to flex, but I'm first aid and CPR.
Are you? That's good. Oh. That is phenomenal.
Well, I was a camp counselor, and I have.
How long ago? Just now, right?
Yeah. So it's like first aid, CPR, lifeguard.
Every 2 years they make you renew it, or what? What is it?
It's 2 years.
I don't really know why you would need training for that. Like, I'm pretty sure.
I've seen enough movies.
But I also have to say, if someone is on the ground going, I can't fucking breathe, you punch them a couple times, then you kiss them, and then they get up,
obviously,
and then they get.
And then
up.
you kind of hum along to Another One Bites the Dust.
That's the one they make you hum along to?
Okay, well, no. They gave
got
us a
Staying
few
Alive
songs.
for us.
It's ironic because it's Staying Alive and Another One Bites the Dust. Those
right. Juxtaposition.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, like, this one's about staying alive, this one's about
dying.
So
I don't know which. I obviously would use the one about staying alive.
Yeah, no, if you're...
That's more thematically appropriate.
Like, if someone is giving CPR to, like, one of my loved ones and I just do, dun, dun, dun.
Another one bites the dust.
Like, I'm gonna be a little like not pissed, but like a little irked. Like I'd be like, "What?"
Surprisingly, no matter what song I heard out of a person doing CPR, I would still be a little worried that they haven't done it enough to where the metronome is internalized.
Yeah.
Baby Shark also works. Baby Shark.
Shit, dude.
Does
work.
It does. Yeah.
Wow.
It's nuts.
That's crazy.
So if you need to do the punching, do it in the Baby Shark or Staying
I'll
Alive.
figure it out.
That's what you say, dude. That's what until
that's what I'm
crunch
saying.
time.
I'll know what's up. I'll know what to do in that situation.
Yeah.
I don't need no training.
I hope Collin and I both don't collapse like right next to you.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I feel like Collin would be safe by the time you'd finish over there.
Oh gosh.
My lord.
Yeah, no, thankfully I haven't died.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that's I probably haven't ever and won't need CPR anytime.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I probably
I
won't or
haven't
ever die. This episode, I reveal my immortality. Goodness.
Oh, jeez. No.
Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Ooh.
That's probably my closest one.
Okay. I've had a few things that kind of count. So one I've talked about on the podcast a few times. I was in a very severe car crash my senior year of high school.
Holy smokes.
I was driving up to my camp for like a weekend camp. And basically, I was going 70 miles an hour down Highway 290.
Okay.
And I've got a person in the car with me too. And the best way I can describe it is a car just like magically appeared in front of me.
That's what, I've heard that a lot. You know what I mean? In collisions.
And so what ended up actually happening was somebody was very stupid and pulled out right in front of me in like pitch black night, pulled out right in front of me and stopped in the middle of a highway.
Wow.
Because they were trying to get to the other side of the highway.
Did you have any idea of the condition of their lights, or do you not remember any of that?
No. It's one of those things where it's a little bit unfortunate because it's kind of coming around a bend, and so I think they just timed it perfectly to where I didn't have time to see their lights.
React, right.
But by the time they were pulling out in front of me, their lights were facing a direction that was going into oncoming traffic, so I couldn't see that, but I also couldn't see their tail lights yet. Mm-hmm. And it just, like literally, you can ask the guy I was with too, it just looked like a car appeared in front of me. I had no time to react to anything.
And this was 70 mph?
Yeah, 70 miles an hour.
What is the limit there, 65 or 60 or something?
It was 70.
Holy, okay, so it is.
Because I was going like 74, and I was braking.
You were speeding?
By 4 miles an hour. That's within 10%.
That's like Texas. That's like Texas speed limit. You add at least 5.
But anyways,
think I might quit the
podcast.
podcast.
Slammed on my brakes as hard as I could, and by the time I hit them, I was only going 69 miles an hour.
Epic.
Yeah.
Damn.
But no, so
how did the other person end up?
It's actually like pretty miraculous. Like I was fine. They thought I broke my ribs, and they thought I was just like in shock, which I was in shock, but not because I broke my ribs. Mm-hmm. But so me and the other person, they had a decent cut like on their jawline. We both went to the hospital. The guy I was with didn't even go to the hospital.
Okay. He was in the passenger seat or in the back?
Yeah, he was in the passenger seat.
Front. Okay.
I think we both like blacked out from adrenaline for a second. And so when I came to, he hadn't come to yet, and I was like, I just fucking killed this dude. And he's like one of my pretty good friends.
Right.
So I was like, oh God, like.
Does he listen to the podcast?
I don't know.
How come I never heard about this? You said this was during senior year of high school.
Senior year. I put it on Twitter. It's the only time I ever got 100 likes on Twitter, so.
The only
had
time.
to almost die.
Yeah, right. That's when they care about you.
But, yeah, no, so that's one. That one's pretty crazy. I mean, I dealt with some heart issues in May. Like in May up until like probably...
What were those? Do you know? Do you recall exactly what it was?
We still don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I spent the night in an ER.
Okay.
And they basically... Okay, so I might have talked... I don't know if I've talked about this before.
Maybe.
They found ecstasy in my system. I've never done ecstasy.
Hard to prove. Right? Like.
So I've never done any of that crap. But they found ecstasy in my system. I was like, how the crap? I was like, is it like a false positive? And they were like, we tested it like 5 times. Like, I was like, well, what the crap?
I remember talking, like, we had multiple people, like, asking questions in a group chat.
Yeah, because I put it in my group chat. I was like, boys, how did I get X in my system?
But, I mean, yeah, it would have to be an outside source.
Yeah.
So, like...
Outside source in the sense, like, oh, your body obviously isn't making it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, like, someone, like, must have put it in some of your food or something like that.
That's hardcore.
But, no, so that was one thing that they found while I was at the hospital that specific time, which... I mean, looking back at it makes sense. I was
Yeah, were you tripping balls?
No, I was watching Avengers Endgame. And it was like the second or third time I'd seen it, but I was like just crying the whole time.
Well, it makes sense. That movie was ecstasy.
But like,
This movie's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
no, like literally, the credits start rolling, and I like start like not
Bawling.
the beginning credits, like with the scene with Hawkeye that starts, and like tears start streaming down my
Spoiler
face.
alert.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah, it's been like, I mean, it's so long.
Yeah, I was about to say, if anybody
Hasn't seen Endgame yet, they're probably not
we're
going to,
talking about
right?
Yeah.
spoilers. It's like fucking.
But yeah, so like tears were rolling down my face. I was like, why am I this excited?
Already. Yeah, man.
But no, so I had some hard stuff, and then one time when I was like 4, I was in a tire inflatable at Galveston.
Okay, I thought
And
I
I
went
went
just
out-
meant tire. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
how the
inside the
hell?
tire.
Where was the parental supervision?
I floated out like 200 yards offshore, and they had to come get me.
Who's they? Like the Coast Guard or something? Or like,
I think. Well, it might have been my dad. My
Boat
dad
police?
was like an Olympic level swimmer.
yeah.
But,
Oh, that
like,
helps. I'm sure.
He might have gotten me. It might have been a lifeguard. I honestly don't remember. I just remember I was like just having fun floating in my tire, and I just look out and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
And it was just blue all around. You had no idea where you were, did you?
I mean, I could see the
shore?
beach,
Okay.
but
it was
like
distant.
it was very far away. Yeah, it's kind of like the story that Jake was telling.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was kind of like that, where I looked back and I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, it's gonna be near impossible to get back in that floaty.
Oh, and then one time when I was like 6, I was 4. My sister pushed a dresser on top of me.
That was a hard year for Collin.
Yeah.
I hear the fourth year of his life.
I was like
Jeez.
4 or 5. My sister pushed a dresser on top of me, cracked my skull.
Okay.
My parents thought I had brain damage. I don't think I have brain
Drain
damage.
damage.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're fine.
I have brain damage. But it's actually the reason that the left side of my skull is slightly bigger than the right side. Like if you were to
That's
feel
what
it.
I was like, huh? Collin's left side of
Yeah,
his
yeah.
skull looks slightly.
It's just like if you
No.
feel the back goes slightly farther back, or the left goes slightly.
Is it rounded off or is it quite?
It's rounded off.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a calf muscle in my left calf that's like a little bit underdeveloped compared to the right one. Like the right one.
That's why you go to the gym. You just match it up.
I mean, yeah, I just
Underdeveloped? What do we mean?
I think I just stand more on my right side.
I
Like,
find the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that. But I'm right heavy on everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So you must be right-handed, right?
Oh yeah.
Oddly,
Yeah.
I'm right-handed, but my left-sided everything is stronger, which makes
I
absolutely
kind of
no
feel
sense.
that because like I don't know, I feel like not that I'm flexing in a mirror too much, but like I feel like my left bicep
Absolutely.
is more developed than my right one.
I don't know. I really want some logic as to why that is.
I don't know. If we got any fucking nerds listening to the podcast,
Yes. I'll
Yeah.
come back and watch it.
Tell us some muscle facts.
Muscle
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, pretty much.
your tongue is a muscle fact.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all's, man. Mine has to go to bed at like fucking 7.
Your tongue?
Yeah, dude. It's got a curfew.
If you eat after 7, you can't taste.
Uh,
you're just
Well,
literally
he's
he can
just
taste, I
he's
just can't.
too tired to even like move
Yeah.
the food around.
The weakest muscle.
So yeah, what were we talking about earlier?
Oh, man.
Like in preparation.
near-death
for the
ex-
podcast?
Near
oh,
death.
Oh,
Oh, also,
Oh.
what else?
I mean, we were also talking about. So one thing I wanted to bring up was kind of something I've been seeing go around, but outrage marketing
Oh yeah.
with So you've seen? I forget. I've got to look it up. I believe her name is Brooke Houts.
Brooke Houts, correct.
Brooke Houts, yeah.
Yeah.
YouTuber, 350,000
It's working
subscribers.
Right now. I
What?
just realized it's working right now. We're talking about it again.
Yeah.
Go on.
350,000 subscribers. So pretty, not like massive, but pretty
But that's
big.
a good amount.
Yeah, that's like the state of Montana.
We're getting
you
close,
know?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Our YouTube's got like 30 subscribers.
Double digits.
Yeah, double digits.
yeah, not.
Our Spotify
Some
and
will
iTunes,
never see.
Our Spotify and iTunes do better than our YouTube
Okay.
does.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so she's got 350K subscribers. Pretty big YouTuber. And what was it, 4 days ago now? She uploads a video of her basically beating her dog.
Just
And
fucking.
spitting on it. And
Yeah.
just nasty shit.
So
Talking a loogie.
yeah, I saw a bit of it, but I didn't see all of it because it's like I got the general idea. Like I don't want to watch this girl do that to her dog.
Yeah, I guess it's sort of visceral. Just it's a little. Yeah, it is odd that I watched the whole thing. Now that I think about
I
it.
couldn't watch the whole. I watched it and I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like that one video of that like. It's like that Twitch streamer who was like abusing his wife
kids
on,
well, okay, I know
stream.
exactly.
It's like that. Like it was the same thing as watching that.
Philly D covered that. No?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
That's how I heard about that whole thing. But no. So basically, what I kind of tweeted this the other day. I was like, man, like, here's the thing. She is a big, but in the grand scheme of things, relatively small YouTuber.
Sure.
350,000 subscribers isn't much when you look at like bigger names.
Mm-hmm. Now,
But right now, she's got the entire country talking about her.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest like news things right now.
Right, I would say.
And I just think that she did it on purpose.
Shit, man.
I think it's outrage marketing. So like you see companies do this all the time. Like I know like Gucci got in hot shit because they released like a hoodie or a mask or a shirt or something that
the balaclava thing,
Yeah.
or the ski mask that looks
that
stupid as
resembled
hell.
blackface.
Oh,
And it's like it's outrage marketing. You're getting people pissed off, and it's
do you
free.
think Gillette meant to do so on their take on their? video?
I don't know if that was outrage marketing, more of just like white knight.
Is that
Yeah,
like
okay.
the toxic masculinity?
Yeah. It was like
'Cause I
be
didn't
better
even
man.
look into that.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
But like, here's the thing, like, I don't know if that was outrage more as much as it was just like white knighting it. But I think that this like, because outrage, it's just one of those things where
Objectively nobody is going to like it.
yeah,
Okay.
So it's like you look at like this mask that Gucci released. Or I think it was Gucci. I'm not.
it was
100%
one
sure.
of the luxury
high-end
brands. I can
luxury
recall.
fashion.
I think
You look at what they released and you think to yourself first. You're like, how on earth could a global company possibly miss this?
Yeah.
The answer is that they didn't.
Well, yeah, I like so like the streamer beating his family. That is like he may have just forgotten that he was streaming. But for her, you are editing a video, and you somehow leave multiple things.
Layers,
of you doing that. Like, how in the fuck?
And it's working. We're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yes.
Like,
But she probably makes the most generic fucking garbage content. Like
Yeah.
I have no interest
Right.
in that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but just from the framing of her video, it's like, hey guy, like instantly I'm not
3 feet
interested.
high, the camera is just like kneeling to it like a Slav squat, talking to the.
Yeah.
but no, like it works. I legitimately think she uploaded that on purpose, and like you had said, she cut it out like pretty quick after.
Right, but she does have.
Yeah, I still think that even though she cut it out, she also knew that hundreds of people would get the chance to see it. People would download the video.
Yeah, and once it's there, it's there. Like
But
you're not.
you can't fix stupid. Like I don't want to put that past her. It's like I just think she might be deficient.
I think that there's
I
a
don't know how
chance that she's stupid.
Yeah.
And even if she did do this purposely, she's stupid. You know?
For sure. That's what I was thinking. I was like, by doing something like that, people that love animals, companies such as PETA, ASPCA, you're not just gonna get more subs, you are gonna get into legal troubles.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get death threats, you're gonna get doxxed.
Yeah.
So when you weigh all that stuff,
Is
But
it
at
worth
the
it
same
for a little
time-
bit? You'd much. I mean, like.
a logical, rational human wouldn't make that choice. But Brooke Houts.
Yeah. 'Cause it's just one of those things where some people don't. All press is good press.
Right, I've heard that, but shit, man.
So I'm not saying it's 100% a fact, but I think
That's your belief. You
in
think-
my opinion,
okay.
my belief, I think that's what she did. I think that she did it on purpose.
I kind of side with that because I don't see how you could not
Be such a freaking idiot, right?
Edit the video and have multiple. Like, how many different little things is it that she's like hitting the dog,
Various,
or spitting on it? It's like multiple. It's like there's no way that it has to be on purpose.
Right? Yeah, because I mean, she has cuts throughout the rest of the video.
Yeah, you were editing this,
Yeah.
but you somehow.
I personally couldn't imagine uploading something after, we rigorously, I'm sure you guys rigorously go through and at least cut stuff that you know shouldn't have been within content parameters. But damn, I just don't think. The thing is, like, I know she knows the sort of heat she would get. That's all I'm saying. It's like, is it?
But I mean, look at like James Charles.
Oh, my name's Jeff, dude.
That guy, that whole deal. You know, he has more subscribers now than he did before that.
Yeah.
Like, he lost 2-3 million.
What exactly? He was just hitting people up, right? Like, DMing?
He was, like, basically just, like, telling dudes that he liked that they were gay because he wanted to have sex with them.
He liked that they were gay?
I thought he was trying to get straight dudes to turn
gay. Yeah, he was telling dudes that they were gay. Like, he was telling straight dudes, he was like, no, you're gay. Like,
see, like, that... I mean, like... Nobody should care about that, because if you're just a...
It depends on how aggressive you are.
If you're confident in your sexuality, like, what the fuck does that mean? It's
but
a DM from a random ass person. Just be like,
it was a straight dude
I don't know
in, like,
the
a
whole
relationship.
situation because I saw the whole thing and I was just like continually getting cancer from it.
I just don't.
Which stage are you at?
I don't know why anyone would care. Like, hopefully, no guy gets that message and is like, oh.
I guess
feels bad. It's like, shut the fuck up and go on with your life.
Not even the guy, but like Zara Larsson, the girlfriend of a male model, I believe. The male model received a message from James Charles, like hitting him up, and then she was talking about how James was trash for pursuing a male that was in a relationship with her already publicly.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole situation. I just know he did a lot of shitty things.
No, we
But like, hey, he's bigger now than he was before that.
That's
sure, he went through the storm for a few months.
He didn't beat the shit out of a dog.
Yeah, no. I know. But like, when you're thinking about it, it's the same thing. Like, controversy is going to breed like that status,
attention,
or that's her thought process with it, at least.
But has it worked? I wonder.
Like, I don't. Well, I know she's lost.
I want to look. Yeah, she lost some subs, right?
Yeah. No. Last time I saw, she had lost like 20,000 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like, it's one of those long game things where. Is it gonna work? Right. I don't know. She's gonna release 10 videos of her crying and apologizing, and
sponsored by
all the 15-year-old white girls are gonna forgive her, and they're gonna start watching her videos.
Bites her.
That'd be hardcore.
I hope they take away her dog.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then train it to bite her.
Because it's a fucking big ass dog.
It's a big chungus, man.
I was about to say she was just throwing that motherfucker around, like.
Yeah, but if he stood his own, he could go.
Oh yeah.
Like that
beef caliber dog.
She wouldn't stand a chance against him,
like a fantasy fighting league game. I just want to put her up against the dogs.
Michael Vick's dog.
Yeah, straight up. That's what I'm talking about, man. You get the image.
Oh. Damn,
I remember
a fire ass fighting game.
Speaking of games, how outraged are you by people blaming video games?
I don't care,
so
man.
Many
that shit, nobody will be talking about this in a little bit. Like, this is such a temporary, small little thing. My thing has always been, it's like, mental illness, video game, it's like, you can't just ban things and make it go away. It's bad people will do bad things and things will trigger them. And it's like, there are millions of normal people who play video games like Call of Duty and don't have the desire to shoot anyone.
Yeah, I've never quickscoped anybody.
Yeah. So it's like that right there. It's not the video game. It's like there just so happens to be people that are fucked up. Like,
I'm not gonna deny that there are fucked up people that have done fucked up shit that have
played video games. Yeah, there's no.
But like, it's one of the, like, correlation does not equal causation. You know, like,
it's pretty wonderful.
It does not cause someone to become a shooter.
Yeah.
That already has to be in their mind.
One thing,
you know what I mean?
Honestly, the thing I'd be more concerned about, and this doesn't even have to do with shootings as much as it just does other things, but the thing I'd be more concerned about is, and this is going to sound kind of crazy at first, but like a show like Tom and Jerry, where it's like, you see like somebody throw an anvil at somebody's face, and they just like walk around with the weird face for a few seconds and they're fine. I know for a fact that there have been kids that have died because their siblings were like, "Oh, haha," like
throwing dressers at them.
We're gonna pushing a dresser on top of
You'll be fine, Thomas.
But no, I've heard about that kind of stuff happening before.
Just because they think superhuman stuff after watching cartoons.
You're a kid. You're not thinking.
Exactly.
There is no
in a sense,
explanation. You just you're just emulating.
I worry less
because that's what kids do.
Right.
They just emulate.
Monkey see, right?
Mm-hmm.
But That doesn't scare me as much because, like, I know as a kid I couldn't pick up an anvil.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
but it's still just like, it's, if anything, and I'm not even saying it does, but I'm saying if anything, those, like, that's the kind of thing I would be concerned about.
Okay, because it's
like,
very young kids.
It's the role of the parent. Hopefully the kids have parents that fucking tell them that it's like, hey, this is not real.
Right.
Like, this is a cartoon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you did that...
Did your parents ever do that, though?
They
sit you down and have the Tom and Jerry talk?
I think...
I haven't had a sex talk. I doubt I'm getting a Tom and Jerry talk.
There were multiple times that my parents made it clear to me that, like, pieces of fiction are fiction.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that kind of goes for everything.
With scary movies, I've had that talk.
Oh, yeah,
But not really anything else. I don't know. Once you hit a certain age, you realize, like, that shit's going to hurt a lot more than they should.
But yeah, I don't think any of that stuff is to blame. Like, Walmart, it's like, okay, you're not fixing the problem
by not airing video games.
Down violent displays of video games. I don't know. I saw this one meme and it was like Walmart. It's like Walmart, and it's a picture of it's the gun rack and it has back to school sale.
Holy shit! No, like be the hero of back to school. I saw that.
And then like the next picture is just like Walmart takes down like violent video game displays because of shootings, and it's like
they had us in the first half.
I think most of that is more derived from like trying to make their stock or their shareholders happy. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, or their investors.
Yeah.
Have to tiptoe.
Because if you get good press, if they do that and then it makes their stock go up, like that's
but it's not good press. Everyone thinks it's stupid.
Is that just the meme community on Instagram or like?
I haven't seen one person in favor of it, like supporting it. But I also I doubt those people would show their faces as well and be like, hey, that's a great idea.
If you're talking about old people, like, this is who we're talking about. The younger generation's going, oh, that's stupid.
Right.
But the people who are actually controlling the money are probably that's a good move.
That is true.
Wonderful.
So
if you're appeasing the shareholders,
you see, did you hear about the Apex Legends tournament that got delayed too?
Yeah,
I heard about that. Yeah, no. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I was about to say my life is over.
Just saying the fact that like, in light of what's happened recently, they're pushing back tournaments of first-person shooter.
Like, here's the thing: I understood when they delayed. There was a movie that there was a movie that came out right after the Aurora shooting.
Okay.
Where which was the movie theater one, Batman.
That's what I was.
There was a movie that came out right after that featured a scene where a guy busts through a movie screen and shoots up a theater.
Holy
as part of like a gang war.
Okay.
And that was supposed to release like a week after the shooting happened. They said, you know what, we're going to delay this. That's good
so
move.
specific, right?
That's so specific. It's a good move.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about things that aren't even like related,
nowhere near close, right?
It's just.
Are you talking about just video games in general?
Yeah.
Shooters? And
You guys remember y'all played Modern Warfare 2, right?
Yeah.
Like, remember No Russian scene?
Yeah.
If I can go through that and, like...
Yeah.
function.
I heard a thing about the new Modern Warfare game. It was like every single level is going to be the intensity of like the No Russian level.
That's what I'm talking. Intensity in the sense of like insensitivity or what? Like,
I don't know.
Well, we brought up in an older in one of the other podcasts that like, is there really going to be a SEAL Team 6 mission where you take down Osama?
Oh my!
Didn't you say that? Or
I think it got brought up. I think you might have said that.
That'd be true to life.
Maybe. I remember like re-listening to one of the episodes the other day, and I heard that, and I was like, that's very interesting.
There's like another one where you find Gaddafi and give him an actual Gaddafi.
It's probably just like a character that's similar to Osama.
Yeah. I think it.
I hope you can teabag him. That's all I'm saying.
Cool. Press F to teabag. Wait, that
don't
doesn't
you
even make
blaspheme
sense.
the F?
Holy. One thing I loved about Halo, the teabag physics, were nuts. I'm sorry I said that with water in your mouth. I'm glad you didn't spit it.
You're good. They were nuts?
Yeah. Oh, nice. But, like, they would literally bounce up back with you, and that's hardcore. That was the ultimate disrespect.
Did the Halo armors have testicles hanging out?
No. No, not the bouncing. No, like the body. No.
Oh, my gosh.
The recipient of the abuse would bounce back up with you. Exactly. It's hardcore.
Hold up.
Huh.
You talk about nuts. I don't know if y'all saw my Twitter the other day.
I got
the most weirdly specific advertisement on my Twitter I've ever fucking gotten.
What was it?
So I'll pull up a picture of my
pecans?
phone. But no, it's literally like...
was it a shirt?
No. It's like this, I guess... it's called Wish.
Okay.
I guess it's like a shopping website or something.
Yeah.
And I'll scroll through Facebook. I scroll through Facebook sometimes because I have family that use it. Right. And, you know, like, I'll see ads and stuff like that. But these Wish ads always throw me for a fucking loop.
Are they spot on or no?
No, they're not spot on.
Okay.
Like, okay, this one I got, this advertisement is for a... What? It's for glow-in-the-dark bicycle nuts.
Like the truck nuts, sort of?
Yes, like this.
Oh my.
Look at this.
That looks
pretty awesome.
Looks like a fetus.
I'll put a picture.
Only $3.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm losing money not buying that.
I was about to
When's
say,
your birthday? Yeah, no.
My birthday was a week ago.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you can get me a late present.
That's what it is gonna be. I love Facebook ads, man.
No, it's like glow-in-the-dark bicycle nuts.
How to stay safe yet raunchy.
You're gonna need to put that on the YouTube video.
I am.
Yeah.
So
like,
make that take up the entire screen.
that's
we
not
have
even,
to see it. You have to see it.
This I got another one too,
Right.
and it's a cup for little kids to piss in. Look at this.
Does it come with a leash for the kid too?
I don't know.
Fuck are you? It looks like a little pump. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It shows like a picture of the kid's like crotch going into it.
Not in America.
Yeah, can you fucking imagine being like, yeah, I designed a
Piss cup for
tiny children.
Maybe in a different culture where that's like somewhat normal. I can't even imagine.
I don't know. On road trips, my little brother always had to pee, and my dad would make him pee in Gatorade bottles.
That's normal.
Then why would you need to buy a specific...
Dire circumstances, right?
Like, oh yeah, this is for when my child needs to piss in this specialized child.
Yeah, well, we're on a 6-kilometer walk, and he's...
Like, you can just use a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
Like, or a milk jug or some shit.
Oh gosh, no.
Milk jug? What kind of horse are you raising?
Well, I mean, just to give it more space, because who knows?
I guess, yeah.
They might fill up a water bottle all the way.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you,
I've had that happen.
Water bottle
on
will.
road trips, it gets dangerous. Like, anytime I've ever tried to piss in a water bottle on a road trip, it's like...
Splash City?
I mean, no, it's just like, it starts filling up and you're like, I hope I stop soon. Like, I'm gonna have to... Like, I don't
Close
know
the
what
floodgates,
I'm gonna
right? Right, because you're already midway.
Yeah, it's like, unless you... How the fuck...
Pinch.
You would have to go... Yeah, you gotta hold it and then go get another water bottle. So, like... But if you don't have that...
What do you do? Window, I guess.
Yeah, no.
That's gonna get pissed. If you're going fast...
The more you speak, the more I think the Borden milk jug is a better idea.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
keep
even
a milk
necessarily-
jug in your car at all times.
Now I'm imagining how bad the milk would go, but then you meant like
Just
empty.
put a-
It's like
just-
fucking lumps.
Just put a catheter in and
Yeah.
just have it connected.
You know what
to
I
my-
honestly thought about? I know a friend. I have a friend that did this.
Putting in a catheter
Catheter? Into
No,
his urethra?
no.
for fun.
So he had a Jeep. And he already had holes in the bottom of the Jeep because when you have some Jeeps, like water will come through. So he has holes in the bottom of the Jeep for water to drain through.
Jesus.
He put a hose through one of the holes and brought it all the way up to his seat.
Yeah.
So when he had to pee, he just put it in the hose and would go on the highway.
I mean, that does work.
I heard about truck drivers. It's quite similar. Like, you know those cross-country truck drivers? Yeah. They, one of them just cut a hole in his seat so he could, like, poop in the 18-wheeler. And I laughed so hard because the first thing I thought was Optimus poop. And I couldn't stop. I just lost my shit.
No, like, how does he wipe?
I had no idea.
Bro.
I didn't think through the logistics. I guess
maybe he's
gyrate
got his cheeks out far enough.
That's what we're talking.
Hey, we are the only species that has to wipe.
Really?
Yeah.
I think other animals.
We're the only
just
species with
don't.
cheeks,
choose
bro.
not to. Yeah, because
That's
we can be
not
stinky and
true.
exist.
Baboons
It is.
and shit
What'd you
like
say?
that.
What did you say?
But baboons, like, the rectum is like on level with the cheeks.
Okay, something I haven't considered.
Okay.
Like like legitimately, like we're the only animals that really have need.
You
like,
don't need to wipe. Societally, you do.
Yeah, for social reasons.
Yes.
and just for like comfortable reasons. Like, have you ever ran out of toilet paper and you have to like go on a mission?
But
real
that's
quick
because
to get
we're
some
so
more?
conditioned to do
That's
so.
so uncomfortable.
We're conditioned to do like
Yeah,
if we got used to it, man.
I mean, there's probably civilizations out there that don't wipe.
Yeah.
Like that one where they killed those tourists.
I was in...
Them fools, unless they using some
grass,
leaves,
maybe.
Unless they
the North Sentinelese.
I was eating in Deep Ellum, like downtown Arts District of Dallas, and while I was peeing, there was this like newspaper from the 1970s.
Yeah.
And it was like a cartoon talking about how, oh my gosh, this guy doesn't wipe. How disgusting is that? Don't be an asshole, wipe. And I was like, this is actually an issue.
Having to convince people
to wipe. So at a stage in time, like even in Jamestown, I know when when America was being settled or the colonies were being settled, they didn't wipe. I don't know what they did.
They might have had leads or something. Might
something or the
had
other.
a bidet.
They probably got poison ivy and got a rat.
Yo!
Like, life was just awful.
Oh.
Like, also, have you ever thought about, like, if you were to talk to some human beings, like, back then, like, it'd be nothing like... I feel like
their
they were
dialect
a lot more
or accent?
animalistic back
Absolutely.
then. Like,
they didn't
talking
have
to
Amazon
someone
Prime.
from, like, the Old West or some shit, like...
Dude, that was 150 years ago.
That I know,
Yeah,
that's
but
what I'm saying.
Not even.
When's the last case of cholera you heard about, though? It was a while back.
Well, like, just... I feel like the way people talk now, like, you can go up to most people on the street and it'll be, like, a general, like, what's up? You know what I mean?
But
with
back
most
then?
people. But it's like, back then, I feel like everyone's like, what's your
On
business?
edge?
Like,
On edge?
talking to me.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I'm just like, there are very considerably people alive right now that met people that were part of the Old West. Like,
Jeez.
like
Maybe
a
like
like
when
a
they were
9-year-old
babies and they were
like a 9-year-old woman, like their grandfather was like an Old West, like straight up Red Dead cowboy, you know?
yeah.
Red Dead was like turn of the century, so like their father was like a Red Dead cowboy, you know?
Old West is one example. There's lots of different time periods of human beings. But, like, can you imagine, like, talking to someone who would be cool with, like, a public hanging? Like, nowadays we would be like, that's
we should
kind of
bring those
intense.
back.
I
dude.
learned those recent. Maybe Brooke Houts will be.
I'm saying like these school shooters, dude, hang them in
Holy
public.
goodness, that's odd because like deep down, I believe in sort of like a rehabilitation sort of.
Yeah,
justice
and who
system.
the fuck knows what's really going on with all that? Like, so many school shooting, or not just shootings in general. It's like there's a lot of fishy shit with all of that, and it's like I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got their demons,
But no, like I don't know. I don't know about public hanging.
Yeah,
but
like imagine going back.
Brooke
to
Houts
a
seems
time.
like one of the people I'd have on my list.
See, I would never like. I don't think that's worth murdering someone.
That's odd that I wouldn't do it for a school shooter, but I guess just the reason.
They kill people. That's fine. They mess with the dog.
How dare you spit on a dog?
Yeah, I would like to believe that the rehabilitation thing is.
It works.
Yeah.
I hope, but that's how you sleep at night, right?
Well, it's
Like,
also
you convince yourself.
a case by case basis.
Exactly.
Like, it can work for some people, but then some people are just too far gone. So it's like
Absolutely. Did you know, speaking of these public hangings and whatnot, do you know what they did back when the shows would happen in the Coliseum? Like, during intervals in the Coliseum, they would execute prisoners.
just for fun.
Yeah, that would be like
for the audience
between fights, right? They would do public
I've heard
executions.
they'd make prisoners fight each other a lot, but like
It wouldn't be as entertaining, I don't think. That's why I don't believe that as much.
I don't know. That's a competition. Like, that's
Really?
more interesting than just like this guy's sitting here, just like
yeah. You ever seen
Yeah.
Gladiator and stuff? Like,
No, I haven't.
you
But
haven't seen Gladiator. I'm pretty sure Gladiator. It's like they're all prisoners and they're like fighting.
I
And
wonder how realistic that is, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
I mean, probably just partially.
Yeah, this retains some sort of semblance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert. It'd be dope. I want to be an expert.
Yeah,
So,
just like on the History Channel, it's like
Yeah.
honey mustard expert, just like the most specific things. You know
Frozen
what I'm talking
banana
about?
expert.
Yeah, like
Wow.
1940s railroad track expert.
butternut squash scientist.
Damn. What do you,
You
got?
think
Trey?
about that,
What
there's
do you got,
somebody-
Trey? Give me
I
an
don't
expert.
know. I don't.
There's
know.
somebody whose entire life and career has been dedicated to studying butternut squashes.
All right.
Dude, where are you? Let's get you
You
on
guys
this
watch The
podcast.
Onion at all? You guys watch The Onion at all?
Not
like,
really.
The satirical news.
Okay, you were like, watch The Onion.
Yeah,
I've never.
It's a lot.
They have
I haven't
videos.
seen their videos.
They have YouTube. They have.
Okay.
I'll send you a bunch, but they had like a guy who was a anteater expert who hated his life so much because he dedicated it entirely to anteaters. It's like I went through so much school. I don't know why. It's too far gone.
What job can you have?
I guess.
Unless
studying.
Yeah.
I was about to say, is there a research? But
Hey,
like, how
but more
long can
power
that
to those
last?
people. Like, if they really love anteaters that much, like, good for them. Like,
Listen, if you
can make money off it,
I was
I
about to say,
guess.
if you find a consistent,
I don't care
job-
if they're making money off. If they're happy, man. No, I was thinking about this the other day. This was because okay, so I just watched season 2 of The Punisher, and there's a
Nice.
scene where like a hospital's getting like shot up, and there's just like a clown there.
Okay.
And they try to make a joke out of it. Of like, oh, what's this clown gonna do? But like, I fucking like.
Was the clown shooting?
No.
Okay.
The clown was just there. Like, I don't know. Like, there's something about clowns. I feel so bad for clowns. Like, I love clowns.
Okay.
Like,
They're
these.
so hated.
People
Yeah.
who
They're
are
so
genuinely
hated.
into clowning.
Yeah, like, these people
it's an art
dedicate.
form, and-
You mean your
Yeah,
ex?
they dedicate their lives to, like,
Go to
making
clown
people.
college.
Yeah, that, like, making people happy. Like, that's what they want to do for a living, and they're, like, the butt of jokes in society.
Now.
Like,
Like maybe you should
I
like
feel-
find a new way to make people happy. Like it's
Okay, I
obviously
get
extremely
that.
outdated.
but it's what they love
like
doing,
it.
and there
Yeah.
are people that, like, enjoy it,
I mean,
you know?
people clown for free all the time now.
Fuck that.
All
Come
over
on.
Twitter.
If you're trying to get this clown work, you definitely gonna have to.
But
pay.
like no, like legitimately, like I feel so bad for clowns. Like I love clowns.
Okay,
Like-
that's a very unpopular opinion.
It's a very unpopular opinion, but they all they want to do is make people happy, and they enjoy doing
But that
it.
was a good point. There's so
and,
many
like,
avenues to do such.
Yeah, like,
I
but
think
I
you
don't
can
know.
be a more modern clown.
I just
Right.
feel bad for them. Is all. Like I don't know. I don't know if I'd have like a clown.
How do you
themed
feel about
birthday
mimes
party.
then? I wonder. I'm gonna
I
scour
mean,
your brain.
It's kind of the same thing. Like
Yeah, but I'm not as
They
afraid
just-
of mimes.
Miming, I'm not gonna lie.
they just want to
miming-
bring joy to people, man.
I feel like mimes. That's more because like in theater, I remember learning about mimes and shit. And there was
Yeah.
this one famous mime / ballet dude. He was like had a super French name, but like I actually really liked his stuff. Like
I don't know why Charlie Chaplin came to mind, but
I mean, he is a mime.
he is okay. Yeah, he looks like a mime.
Or he did mime-esque things.
Right.
That's
right.
how it had to be in silent theater. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, like that's an art form. It's all an art form. But yeah. I
Would
just
you
think-
like to join me in protesting the release of the new It film? Because they're just tearing down the name of clowns. I like if
I mean,
you're
clowns-
dedicated to this, I will.
I'm
help
not
you.
Clowns had a
dedicated.
bad rap.
Yeah, they,
Yeah, I'm not dedicated to this. I just feel bad for him.
Hmm.
Like, imagine just like being a clown, like being on your way to like a little kid's birthday party or something like that, and like
Just walking
getting
there.
mercilessly roasted by like everybody around you. Like, could you imagine, man? Like, next time I see a clown, I'm giving him a high five.
You know what? Yeah, this is weird because
I'm
I
gonna
feel
tell
like
them I appreciate their service.
I feel like
And they're gonna be like,
Let me-
thank you very much,
And they'll-
Colin."
they'll ask
And
you to
then
book
blow
'em.
you a
a
balloon.
balloon, animal balloon.
And you're gonna be like, this is magical.
Yeah, no, I will.
Why do
I'm not gonna
furries
lie.
get a better rap than clowns? I feel.
Furries do not get a better.
Dude,
rap
I've
than
seen
clowns.
way more furries than I've seen clowns, and they hide far less.
I
Like
mean,
they're quite proud.
furries are into making like porn, like that cartoon porn.
No.
Yeah, it's because
Which all looks the
furries
same.
are explicitly sexual. Like,
Is that right?
They have furry orgies. Like that's
They
what
do.
Main,
But are we
most
gonna
of those
let
like
'em-
conventions, it's like people that are just
Networking?
genuinely like. Well, it's like I feel like I don't know the percentages, but we'll just say half of it is
Mm-hmm.
like people that genuinely have a fursona and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other half, they're also
DTF.
furries, but they're just they're trying to be in a
Animalistic.
fucking animal orgy. Like that's what they're there for.
no, that's why. So there was an episode, the one I did outside of the coffee shop. I was like really cracking down on furries. I was like, there needs to be like government interference with furry right. I said some kind of like totalitarian shit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't mean it like that, but it kind
You're
of
a
came off
fascist?
as that. Yeah. Jesus
Versus,
Christ.
I like that.
Dude, I really love the furry like Nazis. Like, if you go on like iFunny or some shit, like there are like Nazi furries. It's fucking awesome.
That is quite a crossover.
I
somebody
know.
who like
Dude,
wants diversity, yet still.
I don't think they want diversity.
Furries don't want diversity.
They want furversity.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to be allowed to be furries.
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. I was about to say, for a more modern clown, like if I was to do some clowning, I'd make it like the Matrix mixed with clowns. Like you still have the makeup, but then you wear like the sunglasses with like a big ass black coat. Like do some different.
I'm just imagining Pennywise and Ray-Bans right now.
What? Ray-Bans? Clown Ray-Bans? Damn.
I'm just imagining just Pennywise and regular Ray-Bans. That's what's coming to mind.
Speaking of the Matrix, you guys know like the twins in the Matrix, the ones with like blonde dreads.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dude at UTD that looks like that guy and is so fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like one of the twins. And every time Anna and I pass him, we like question our reality. And we question which twin it is. Because it has to be one of them. Or like one of their descendants.
He has white dreadlocks?
White dreads.
That's pretty cool.
And he's like...
albino?
Yeah. It's nuts.
I like albinos. They look cool. Like I really appreciate different looking human beings.
Yeah.
It's cool. Especially like albino models or albino or like just
what's the disorder where your skin
what?
where you
vitiligo. That's exactly what
vitiligo.
I'm talking about. Vitiligo.
I know there was a UFC fighter, Scott
Really?
Jorgensen, that had that.
He had vitiligo.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'd never seen...
It's kind of dope. Because it was like at the beginning of his career, it was a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of as he went on, like by the time he was done fighting in the UFC, like what he had left was like covered by tattoos and stuff like that. And he was like, yep.
It'd be hardcore for like, you'd get another patch every time you won. It's like, if it progressed in such a way.
Yeah. That'd be kind of
I don't
dope.
know. It looks odd to me. I get a little uneasy.
It definitely looks weird, but like...
I know I'm not supposed to, you know.
If you own it, I think it's kind of dope. If you're weird about it, it's one thing, but like if you own it...
Well, like that's the thing. Everything's weird until you see somebody who owns it like that and just like does something unique with it, and then you're like, oh shit. Like most people are like, whoa, that dude's cool. I wish I could be.
There's like a phobia of pores and little circles. You know. You know what I'm talking about, right? And I feel like that sort of ties in with splotchiness in a way.
Well, I think it's just normal, quote unquote.
Yeah, of course.
I mean? It's not what you see out of most people, so it's like.
Have you seen the vitiligo model? I forget her name.
I've heard what you.
She's got like the most around her mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That like made me a little bit. Even though I know it shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, like.
But I can't control it.
Yeah,
I feel bad for not being
It's
able
not
to.
about your reaction. It's about like how you
treat the person. Right.
It's about how you react to the reaction.
Yeah,
you know?
which I guarantee that's only a reactionary response. Like if you were to talk to her and she was cool, it would be like connecting with any other person.
And then it would become like something that's minuscule.
Yeah. Like you can talk to anybody. Like you could talk to the lady that had her face fucked up by that monkey. Like,
Champ.
You
Shit.
could
We were
talk
talking
to her.
about.
Like,
oh gosh.
That would be probably the most awkward. But also, I'd like hopefully, like it's like people that have been in horrible situations.
You get uneasy at first until you realize that we're all just human beings.
Well, it's like people that have been in horrible situations and that have terrible scars like that. It's like.
One of our coaches in Victory Lakes.
Coach Brisenio,
yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just a scar. Yeah. Like, But
it's still, like...
He got really pissed if you brought it up. I never did.
Is that right? Who brought it up?
I don't... There was a kid that was in the grade below us. Yeah, I didn't either, right?
It was just kind of like...
It was there. But that's exactly
it. was part of who he was, you know?
It became so secondary. Like, that's the first thing I noticed about him.
Yeah.
But after I had him for advisor, I was like, this is the fucking coolest guy ever.
I mean, he was my football coach for 2 years. Like, I mean, we weren't, like, super close, but, like, we were... he was pretty...
Seemed like a great guy.
He was a great guy, yeah. But no, like, I know there was a kid that brought it up once, or no, there was a kid that got pissed at him, and he called him Scarface.
Holy shit.
And he made him run like 2 miles on the spot.
That's good.
What do you do if you don't run? Like, what the fuck?
You get kicked off.
Kicked off the team, I guess?
Never come back.
Like that.
Right.
Jake Heckendorf.
Fuck this.
He made A team in 7th grade at Victory Lakes.
Okay.
And he straight up, so we're doing up downs, which if you don't know what
like
up downs
burpees
are,
or what?
You just run in place, and when coach blows the whistle, you hit the ground, and then you get back up,
run in place. Okay.
Doing up downs, and it's pretty standard stuff. He's like, this is all about dedication. if you don't want to be here, you can leave right now. No one's keeping you here.
And then it's a little bit silent, and then you just hear, fuck this.
And he gets up and he leaves.
That is awesome.
Just see him slowly walking back towards the school.
Dude, he recently got married. Congratulations.
Yeah, if you're listening to this.
Yeah, congrats, Jake. Yeah. Dude's going to the military to get married. Like
have you seen those memes?
Yeah.
Like, I want
I texted him. He was like, oh yeah, like we've been dating for a year and I'm in the military, so I was overdue.
Like 3.
It's really
4 months.
Like I see it you see it all the time.
Yeah.
Like people are in the military. They've got that like. I've heard it called like warrior syndrome or something like that.
Okay.
You like when you're going off to fight, you want to feel like there's more that you're fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So it's like you want that to focus.
Create
on.
familial ties and
Okay. Like you want that to focus on.
I just I don't know if you guys saw the meme where it was like this this lady that was pregnant. It was a picture of her and like on her pregnant tummy it was like welcome home daddy, and it was like husband returns after 16 months at war, and it was like shit, how is she pregnant?
That's the worst.
I was just gonna say like, damn, this bitch fat. I'd love to put a picture of a pregnant woman and then put like in me.
Holy, you would get torn apart today.
Not even like there's so many fucking terrible memes out there, but just damn, this bitch fat.
Just act like an idiot, I guess.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love saying just ignorant shit.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
I think. It's odd because it's so much easier to do that in a setting where somebody can read your facial expression and understand that it was sarcastic.
Yeah.
But like on the internet, they're just like, oftentimes people assume the worst of you.
Yeah, if someone takes like what you said, put it in like a video clip. Not that
without
what
context.
you said was bad or anything.
Right.
Like you're not gonna get like
that bitch
outrage or
just,
anything.
They just put it over a clip of somebody else that we weren't even talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but then that would be just pure
ignorance.
Truth.
Exactly.
But I don't even know.
Shit gets taken out of context.
Yeah, that's one huge thing I've noticed is just context is king. But in a place like multiple social media platforms where we have limits on like how many characters we can use per post, like Twitter, it becomes harder and harder to include
lack
all
of
content.
attention span in most people.
Holy, I'm noticing even within myself. I don't know if you guys have noticed personally that my or your attention span is just fucking.
It's
decreasing.
Personally, it's because of like I will go ahead and vouch that I have and I think most people our age have a horrible social media addiction. Like
absolutely,
if you're without your phone, it really does
start itching like just fucking Dave Chappelle looking for a crack.
Yeah, and it's like every once in a while I try I'll leave my phone at home and I'll go for a walk or just go skateboard for a while.
Right.
And it's like that's cool, but it's but then I get back and I'm right back on. So it's like
yeah. Well, I'll tell you when I'd go to my camp and I used to do this thing when I was in high school called work crew, which is you're not a counselor, but you're still working and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. In the camp?
At the camp,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And they take away your phone while you were on work crew. And it was...
How did that feel at first?
The first time they did it, I was like, well, shit. I was fuck me, this is going to be tough.
And as it progressed, how did it feel?
But no, after 2 days... the first day or two is kind of oh, God, I want it. But
you're
I wish I had my phone right.
Yeah,
you're itching.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, you got withdrawals, man.
But no, after a day or two, you're fine.
Absolutely.
It's not that you're not excited to get your phone back. You're sweet, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Which every year it was always something crazy that I'd miss. The first year was when gay marriage got legalized was one. Mm-hmm. Next one was, I think the next one was weed getting legalized, actually.
Where? Cali? No, that probably happened before that.
Somewhere.
Florida.
No, it wasn't that. What? Oh, gosh.
Who knows?
Whatever. Then the next year was when the whole Spider-Man thing went down, when they were Spider-Man's coming. That was
Spider-Man's
to the MCU.
Oh, yeah. Whenever they released
Tom Holland clip? Okay.
Yeah. And then, so it's every year something crazy would happen. But no, I'd get my phone back, and it's not that I wasn't excited, but it was I don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
You detox yourself from
crazy dependence.
It's a more naturalistic way to live. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, more down to earth.
I've definitely considered just getting a flip phone. If you guys can see, my phone is cracked to shit.
Well, here's the thing.
I need a new phone. I've kind of considered getting a flip phone.
phones hold a purpose, and they are not necessarily bad because you have the summation of human knowledge
at your fingertips, right?
And that is,
but if you're abusing it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's our fault. Like, it's not the phones. It's kind of like the video games. Okay. It's the fact that we can't control ourselves.
But differentiating between the video games and such applications like social media, because we're addicted mostly to social media, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're engineering it to be addictive.
Yes.
Snapchat streaks.
But also,
Snapchat streaks, like Twitter up, like they'll give you notifications.
We've got like a 300-day streak.
Exactly.
The sound sparks a thing in your brain.
Even the vibration, right?
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing. With video games, I didn't miss any. It didn't reach out to me if I was at school, if I was out doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be there when I get there.
I didn't mean for it to be like they're not an exact correlation.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's like, I feel like there are a lot of people that play way more video games and don't give a fuck about social media. So it's like,
really?
I think it's kind of catered to different sorts of, because think about it, like all the loot games where there's always a new skin coming out and there's a certain amount of time on it, so you need to go grind in the game.
Right.
And
Warframe, I'm guessing, is one of those.
And I mean, that's not, like, as long as it's done in moderation and you're like doing other things along with it, like it's entertainment. Like people,
makes sense.
That's why, like, my parents, I remember, just like they were so afraid that I would get addicted to video games and that, like,
that was a huge thing. I remember when we were growing up,
ruin my life and stuff. But like, they spent every single night watching TV. It's like, what's
the hypocrisy in a sense,
what's
right?
The fucking? I'm actually like
engaging.
Video games, yeah,
it's
video
different.
Games,
it's different vices.
Yeah. Which, like I said, like, it's not necessarily like painting it as just it's bad, avoid it is like, that's not how you should do it. It's like, try to
moderate, I guess.
Yeah, balance.
Literally anything can be bad in excess. If you drink enough water in a short period of time, you can die. Like,
there was a name for that now.
Just a little bit of Wawa is real good.
Like, anything can be bad in excess.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But they do specifically engineer all this shit to like.
Right, and I think recently video games have become more addictive than like, get a season pass. This is coming out. No, this is coming out the week later. You know, we'll give you the game for free, but DLCs and season passes you're gonna have to pay. I was about to say,
I've spent more money on like Fortnite skins.
No.
And it's not. I'm not one of those like try hard like like
right.
But I've probably spent like.
How much are we talking?
Not like
triple digits.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There was a time
probably a little, not quite, but in the $150 to $200 range.
Okay, you got baited. That was like almost a console in itself.
But it's because
right, yeah,
on one game.
It's like some of those skins I just really, really wanted, and yeah.
In retrospect, would you still buy it?
I don't even play Fortnite that much
because
anymore.
I got one skin that I really liked more than anything, and that was the like camper, the like camp counselor dude. He was
with the
guy.
Right. I know which one you're talking about.
But yeah, that was like my favorite.
One thing I know, I learned recently, I think this is true, that when you get something taken away from you, it's 2 times as detrimental as the joy you get whenever you get something given to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that translate?
Yeah.
So
that's an actual like phenomenon.
Right. So that's resonates with me, like with the phone. When you get the phone taken away, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to when you get it back, you're like, okay, that was nice.
It's
getting
back
it back.
to normal.
Like, exactly, because exactly.
But I even feel that when it comes to like getting something you wanted for Christmas when you were little.
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't even have it before, but like you'd get it. And that'd be the cool part is getting it.
Well,
after
then,
that, it's just normal.
But then immediately it just is whatever.
You focus on the next big thing. You're like, all right, I got the Xbox 360. Yeah. Where's my Wii? Like,
exactly.
And that's the difference between human beings and other animals. Like, whereas if you look at a dog, they're not really looking for the next
toys.
Bone. They're just like living, and they're cool with.
Love this
I don't know about all dogs. I'm not certain.
I mean, I'm sure there's certain.
Do you think those would be outliers though? Those dogs would be outliers?
Yeah.
The ones that
I think
were
for
greedy?
the most part, most animals in general are just like living.
They have no concept
of greed.
Like, I think
not of greed,
beings,
but of like, okay, I need this for the future. They live very much in the now and maybe the immediate future.
Do you think that's a failure of their evolution in a sense?
Not necessarily. I think we have just developed further than anything else.
Okay.
I don't
think it's their fault because they're still surviving and thriving.
Right. And that's how they're
still very survival based. survival is an assumption for us.
Yeah, exactly. It's the basic. It's the very basic thing of our existence. But I guess we have a sort of proactive nature. We plan ahead.
That's why we've built skyscrapers
and bridges.
Like we've done all this shit. We've gone into space. Like we've done all this shit. Like we did that because we want. We just constantly want, and it's like. That's what like the phones and shit like that. That's specifically what they're using it for. It's because every time you open up Instagram, or like for me personally,
it's a little dopamine rush.
Oh yeah, every single time you scroll, you see a new thing. It's just over and over.
When somebody likes your stuff, right? That's just busted.
No, my post got 130 likes the other day, and I was like, damn.
Was that the one where you almost died? Which one are you talking about?
Instagram, like my Instagram post where I've got this friend that I like recreate the same picture with every year. And so it got 130 likes. I was like, wow, it's my most liked picture I've ever had. Yeah. No. I was like, that's the most liked picture I've ever had. I'm going to like, oh man, this person liked it. Like, it's one of those things, like, it sounds fucking pathetic.
And in retrospect, it is pathetic.
Yeah, it is pathetic, for sure.
But in the moment, God damn, it's incomparable to any other joy, right?
Yeah. I don't know about incomparable to any other joy, but like,
I mean, some people are
it's something that you take an unnecessary amount of pleasure in.
Right.
Yeah, but there's also a part of me that feels that it's not 100% all bad. You know what I mean?
It's not all bad, yeah.
Like, because I still, every time I open up Instagram, I follow, like, Instagram for me is literally just artists. Like, I just follow a bunch of badass artists that draw and take pictures and model shit. Like, and I really like seeing new things, getting new inspirations, and finding new things.
At its core, did you guys watch the new season of Black Mirror or not?
I did.
Okay. Did you see the second episode?
Second episode.
The one regarding the social media.
Oh, but Topher Grace.
Topher Grace, yes.
Yeah.
So
I talked about
Phil, you
I said Foreman.
Oh yeah, Eric. But that's where I've gotten a lot of my thinking recently. Is I feel like the people that create these networks genuinely want to connect us.
Yeah, no, because
I don't think that's true.
No?
I don't think that's true. I think they just want our information.
Like, that's what they want. Zuckerberg comes to mind.
For any type of conglomerate, there is no type of actual want.
I think when Zuckerberg started, I think that was a focus.
Right, maybe. But then as soon as you get investors, as soon as you get those old ass people in your pockets.
I think that he got a few billion in his pockets.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh snap! I control the world now.
Right, and not even you control. Now you have a board. You know, before it was just you in your garage. Now you have a board of people making your decisions for you.
Yeah,
it's 20 years ago, Jeff Bezos was like
selling books.
Yeah, selling books online in his garage.
Right
now, the man basically owns the planet.
They're competing with FedEx now, I heard.
I don't even use Amazon that much. But it's like,
do you have a Prime account?
No, I don't.
Okay. You are one of the few I've met. Do you have a Prime account? Wow. The conversation havers competing.
Yeah. I don't think so. We're gonna open up our own.
Let's do it.
Premium service.
Go back to the books.
But no, it's like the man owns the world basically. I mean, Bill Gates would have more money if he didn't give it all away, which good for him.
Well,
I love Bill Gates.
Jeff Bezos
just got divorced.
Half of his money to his wife.
Yeah,
but
it's
he
like
still
half
has
his 80 billion. It's 40 billion.
Well, he's like 130 billion.
Is he?
Yeah, it's him.
See, stuff like that. I think
it's him, Bill Gates, and the guy that owns Louis Vuitton have like 100 billion each.
Andrew Carnegie.
Whoa! I thought we said no. No racials.
Nah. He wrote this, or he had this thing called the Gospel of Wealth.
Dude, I was actually just like listening to
bring that up.
Not about to bring it up, but I was actually just listening to stuff like that last night with like Napoleon Hill and Bob Proctor and guys like that.
But with that, I always felt like that's how I would do it. If I was to ever sit there and just like $180 billion, it's like you can change the fucking world. Like
Absolutely.
You can do so much good shit. And I think for me personally, it's like I don't want to tell other people what to do, but it's like I think you have a human responsibility, man. Like how the fuck you do not need that. Like you can take 1 billion and you know.
Okay, so this thing about Jeff Bezos. Here's the thing, he gives away like maybe $1 million or $2 million a year, which sounds like a lot. Like,
it's what?
Listen to this. the percentage wise, it's the same thing as a guy that makes six figures, like $100,000, giving away like $5 a year.
Lord Almighty!
You give a homeless man $5, percentage wise, you're contributing the same amount as Jeff Bezos does.
Did he pay like no taxes? I heard Amazon
paid $0 in taxes.
That's fucking nuts. I guess because all the jobs they're creating. Mm-hmm. So,
but it's like,
damn.
But
not even a little.
I don't know. Like that's crazy. Like Bill Gates has given away like well over like $50-60 billion.
Once they die, I know him, Warren Buffett, and there was another dude that once they pass, they give away 99%, if not all of their wealth.
Yeah, it's like Bill Gates said he was gonna like.
I think it would go.
Bill Gates said he was gonna slide each of his kids like a cool $500,000. That's it.
Pretty cool. I mean, it's smaller than the small loan of $1 million, but
it's more than enough. Like you can sustain your entire life on that $500,000.
You
like,
think so?
When it comes to investing, investing it, stuff like that,
you can
sustain your entire. You can sustain your entire life on that.
I could turn $5 if I invested in Bitcoin correctly into like 500,000.
You heard about that guy that spent like 15,000 Bitcoin on a pizza?
Yeah, that was millions. I swear it was millions.
I think that's billions. Like at the peak, at the peak of Bitcoin.
No. When he spent those, I swear it was a couple million Bitcoins for the pizza. Was it not?
I want to say it was 20,000.
Did he do this to be a meme?
No. This was in 2009
when
before
it was
Bitcoin
nothing.
was big.
He was just unaware.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, nobody knew crypto was going to do anything, right?
But
so he spent 20,000 Bitcoin on like a pizza. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's billions of dollars. No,
we could do it. We could do the math like later.
Yeah, I don't feel like that.
Who does? Who does, dude? It's summer.
It's crazy, man. Like,
and did you hear about the guy who went to junkyards looking for his hard drive because he had a bunch of Bitcoin, but he threw away the computer because he didn't think it would ever be worth anything? It's the most depressing thing. It's just like shit. Talk.
Yeah, fuck all that.
You want to go to a junkyard now? Just fucking look
for old computers.
Look for hard drives.
Just have Bitcoin on it.
Yeah. Turns out they're all password protected. It's shit.
Do you understand how fucking people would think we're on meth or something? They're like, so you went to this
junkyard.
They're like, yeah, we're looking for computers that have current cryptocurrency on them. They'd be like,
hey, but if you find a computer with even like one Bitcoin on it, it's worth it.
You're good. Yeah, what is it now? 13,000? I think it's like
that's $13,000.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which at its peak
$20 of gas. Maybe like if you think about it, like $40 a labor.
$13,000 is $13,000. Like,
I'm not gay,
I'd
but
like an extra $13,000 right now. That'd be
cool. Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Take that.
Hey, Bezos. You want to give us like that $5 that you could have given to the homeless
now that I'm paying bills, it's like you go through money faster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was like, holy shit, 500,000.
Oil changed.
Like I made.
Hey, any girls listening to this, go get your oil changed. We know you're like 2,500 miles over, for sure, at least.
But no, like, yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. I made $2,000 this summer, and because of bills and all that, I have $150 in my bank account.
Yo, what's that going towards?
What?
What's that going to go towards? Living? Just soup?
My $150?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Getting back. Existing.
No, so yeah, we got to start wrapping up here. I mean, we don't have to end it right this second, but like, we got to kind of cool down a little bit.
Goodness.
No, I always think it's funny when we end our podcast. We obviously have no clue what we're doing.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a lot harder than the intro, right? It's like hard to say goodbye.
You just start talking, and then we say goodbye, and like every single time it's like bye.
Yes.
Goodbye. Like
the main thing I want to do, or I mean, I guess that we could talk about right now. Just
to pipe down
for me is like I really want to make that Tuna's kind of gay shirt.
Tuna's kind of gay
in the back of my head. Like,
if you guys need any help, I could try to.
There's some other catchphrases we can like make.
Clowns are cool.
Out of things that we've said on
clowns
the
are cool for certain. I mean, I've heard. Yeah, and you can have a little.
I feel like since me eating the chocolate but not being able to sneeze,
I was waiting for it. You had performance anxiety. I swear.
I don't know, man. I need to get specifically one single Hershey's Kiss. I feel like that's our best bet.
Yeah.
Damn it! If you had told me, I would have brought that too.
But no, I'm being dead. Like, I'm being dead serious. I want to start like a Patreon. Like, it'd be so cool. Yeah. We don't have quite the viewer base to start it yet.
Okay.
I think between our 17 podcasts, we're hovering at a little over 1,000 listens total.
Right.
Which
wow.
It's not It's not terrible, but it's like that's not a base you could build a Patreon on.
We would probably be getting like $5 a month.
But I mean, it
costs more to run the Patreon than it would to.
Does it cost something to run a Patreon?
Well, because when people pay for the Patreon, they're paying for like premium services. So a lot of times you're paying for like earlier posters. Releases. Well, yeah, but it's like posters and T-shirts.
Right. I've seen
kind of gay.
I've seen oftentimes that the lower tier, or like you could just design one tier at the moment and have that just be earlier releases of such podcasts. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like 1 week earlier than the YouTube date.
Yeah.
And then once you get bigger, Tuna's kind of gay.
Tuna's kind of gay. Yeah. Okay, no, if y'all want that shirt, I'm telling you,
gladly.
Hit us up on our Twitter, on our Instagram, on our Facebook if you're into that.
Pastel color wave's really in. I think that'd be sick.
Oh yeah, like a light pink.
Hell yeah.
With like a smoky orange and
Trey's gonna fucking Guy Fieri it all up.
Kind of gay with like big ass flames.
I'm getting it in my head, yeah.
And it's Comic Sans.
I knew you were gonna say that, and I dread it. But
I mean, weren't you the one that said it?
I said no. Comic Sans is a sin. If you ever recorded it, then that's.
What about Vsauce? Vsauce uses like exclusively Comic Sans.
I haven't seen a Vsauce video in ages, but
yeah, same.
I still watch. He puts videos out on a channel called Dong, or it's called Ding now. It's called Ding now
Ding's
because
to do online now, guys.
Yeah. It's called Ding because YouTube demonetized his videos because he would just make dong jokes.
What if you're Vietnamese and you're just talking about your currency?
Yeah.
Like it says dong.
Or like people's last name is dong.
I haven't met any dongs.
I know my cousin went to like a private international school.
Were they Chinese?
Well, no, but it was in like Mississippi. But like people from all over the world would come.
Right.
And there was a guy who came in who I forgot what his first name is. His last name was Dong.
Right.
But he was becoming a U.S. citizen. He was getting his legal name, and they convinced him to make his first name Harry.
Wow.
Like from the start, they nicknamed him Harry, and like what just really.
And he had no fucking idea.
He did not know.
What a bunch of fucking assholes!
Yeah. Such hairy assholes.
So if my cousin is to be believed, which I mean, I trust my cousin.
I don't trust your cousin.
Was he one of the guys making him change his name? Or?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
According to him,
he's complicit.
I don't know how true this is. I mean, like I said, I trust my cousin. He's not the type to just like blatantly lie.
Right.
But like, if he's to be believed, yes, there is a guy that he went to school with walking around America right now named Harry Dong.
God bless you, Harry Dong.
Can you imagine on his wife? It's like, now I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Harry Dong. And they're like, wait a second, what the fuck was that? What did he say? Oh man.
Oh jeez, but anyways, I think we're about good. Just hit us up. We're trying to start that Patreon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 5 stars on.
Yeah, please just send this to people. Like, if you really actually like our podcast, just send it to people.
It's the best thing. Yeah, sharing. Yeah.
I mean, the 5 stars on iTunes. Subscribe on Spotify.
Some more engagement. You want to see some comments happening, right?
And I've been wanting, like, we need to make, like, YouTube videos, like, just...
Yeah. Well, so what we're talking about is, what we were talking about a little bit is starting to actually, like, record the podcast, like, on video, too.
I have a DSLR, so if you ever want to borrow it, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But, yeah, like, just a way so that we could record us while we're doing the podcast.
For sure.
Just that kind of stuff in general.
I think that's a great idea.
But, yeah. So... we're going to be stepping it up a little bit, I guess.
Dude.
Yeah.
But exciting.
Yeah.
If y'all... we will make this shirt if people want it.
Right.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you want to see the shirt, give us a little comment downstairs.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't know how many people would actually wear that around. Like, I would definitely wear a shirt that says Tuna's kind of gay.
Yeah,
it's
but
more about,
what other
it's
people...
more about just having it.
Yeah.
Or like stickers. I feel like stickers are like...
a Tuna's kind
low
of
risk.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like you can just put that on something in your house.
Yeah.
Because,
or on this laptop that's slathered entirely.
Yeah, my laptop has too many stickers on it.
Oh my god.
Just put a giant...
Tuna's kind of gear all over the mic.
Would have been, but like, yeah, just Tuna's kind of gay all across there.
Yeah.
I'm for the shirts. I will buy a shirt if you make it.
Yeah. All right. So...
it's settled.
It's gonna happen. Pastel pink, I hope. And if you do Comic Sans, that's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on,
Get the fuck out of my house.